Nur noch in der Bude Tag und Nacht. Nur noch in der Bude auf Verdacht. Hab ja nur die Bude, keine Yacht.
Hello and welcome to the East Village Cook. Today we're making East Village curry, which is a little bit of a combination of Indian curry and Thai curry. If you like the channel, please subscribe to it so I can reach more of you. So we're starting to making the basis for the curry. We're mincing an onion very fine. It's imperative you have that really nicely minced so you don't have any big chunks of onions in there. Then we're prepping a tomato. We're taking the guts out of the tomatoes, making sure just the skin is left, and cutting those in very small dices and giving the tomatoes a really nice mince. I like the tomatoes a little chunky, not too fine. That's a matter of the texture you like. And then we start toasting a cinnamon stick, 2 black cardamoms, Star Anise, 3 of them. Putting a little olive oil in our pot and extract the flavor. We're also cutting the chicken into small dices. We're marinating the chicken with lime juice, a little bit of olive oil, Morton kosher salt, black cracked pepper, garlic paste, and tamarind paste. Ideally, that's marinating for about at least a half an hour, preferably 24 hours. And put that in the fridge. I prepared already the marinated chicken, and now we're starting with the base of the curry. Onions first. And we're browning the onions until we see some color. Little Morton salt, soften it up, cracked pepper. Then I like to add some Szechuan pepper for citrusy flavor and a little bit of Japanese red pepper, Togarashi. If you want, you can cover them. Once the onions are brown, we're adding the spices to the mix, and we're also adding the tomatoes. I'm breaking down the tomatoes. And I'm putting the chicken on the grill, so to speak. So we're searing the chicken and sealing the flavors in. Slice the carrots in an angle so they look nicely. And also preparing the orange pepper. I try to fillet it a little bit. It's not necessary, but I like it that way. So I take the inner layer slightly off and slice it in very small strips. Chicken on the curry base. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We want the tomatoes and the onions very mushy. Turn into chicken one more time. Now we're deglazing with Sweet Mirin, a little bit of fish sauce, and a tardy Chinese mirin, not too much. Add in the garlic paste, 1 tablespoon, and Tamarin sauce, also 1 tablespoon. Then I add a little Shio Koji for smoky flavor. And 1 tablespoon of Thai curry. Add more spices. A tablespoon of Tikka Masala. A tablespoon of Turmeric Powder. And a half a tablespoon of Coriander Cumin mix. Some mustard seeds. So we cooked it for a minute to extract the flavor, and that looks already pretty nice. Chicken broth, just a little bit for now. And we're adding the chicken into the pot to be coating the chicken with all the herbs, like such. Little soy sauce. And now we're adding another half a cup chicken broth. And simmer that for a minute or two. Then very important, we need some lime leaves. For citrusy flavor. And we add some Indian curry leaves. That gives it a very peppery aroma. And they're completely edible. The lime leaves are not. Then we're adding our garlic, the hot peppers, the carrots. The mushrooms go in, shiitake mushrooms, and we add at this point any mushrooms of your choice. These are Enoki mushrooms and 2 scoops of coconut milk. While is that simmering, we're heating up another pan. Also we're adding half a lime for vicinity. And a little bit of spinach, Japanese spinach that is. We're heating up some olive oil in the pan for the rice. We made black rice. We're making the black rice is made the same as the white rice. Just needs to cook a little longer. Instead of 20 minutes, it cooks for about 25 minutes. You can add some anise stars. At this point we're adding the orange pepper strips. And what I like to do is I have some leftover from a different meal, some roasted chicken. I like to add a little bit of roasted chicken to give that a little flavor, a little different kind of flavor. A hard-boiled egg, some spring onions, and a few sesame seeds. Pink Red Peppercorns for garnish. Some basil on the top. And also some long red peppers on the very top at the very end. Black rice. And East Village curry. Good, itadakimasu.
Nur noch in der